Hello and welcome into Free Spirit Gaming's $500 free-for-all tournament. This has been an amazing, all-around, fantastic, competitive, just battle of all-stars all around. I am here with the one, the only, Danny Fathom, and the one, the only Knight. We are here and we're going to be bringing you the top tier commentary, bringing you in the loop of what you've missed so far. But $500 is on the line. Are you guys ready?
I am so ready for this. And yes, we have an absolutely exciting and stacked grands for you here today. So we got Zeus or Ole. That's on the top of the list. We got Daniel, Star XLX. We got River Trout. It looks like that's his name is also Gecko. We got Vantox, Ibra, Ace T-Man, Scartax, Gyrodos, Darky, Chibi. I don't know who Depeche M is, but that guy and Madeira or Magius.
Magius is pretty solid too. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, seeing what happens here. Also keep in mind a really solid performance from Ibra coming out of the gate, first overall in his semifinal. They're, I believe, in room number 2. So there's going to be a lot of really good competition. This is a pretty internationally represented final with, I think we got Spain, France, Italy, the Netherlands, UK, more France, America has a few representatives, Mexico. So in Germany, it's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I think the time that it started, like last time when we had Manifest, it started a little bit later during the day, but as you see, Starshine started at 1 p.m. Eastern time, which makes it a little bit more European friendly. So yeah, not surprised to see a lot of European talent in this finals.
Yeah, no, it's genuinely been such a pleasure to watch overall, seeing everyone battling it out. I know everyone was watching Vantox's stream as well, and seeing if he was going to be able to pull it out, just barely did it. I mean, it's going to be quite interesting to see who's going to be going home with this one, because I feel like with this tournament in particular, we have so many upsets time and time again. And we are already going in it. But really, I hope to see one of these underdogs come out and be able to take it all.
Absolutely. Yep. So we got Vantox and a Gyrodos point of view as well. Now, Gyrodos, funny story for him on the inside. He's running on an hour and a half of sleep. He expected to get round 1, but here he is in the finals, ready to take on some of the best right here for $500.
And there I thought that his stream title was not being ironic. I mean, only an hour of sleep and being able to make it to grand finals. I think that's kind of a testament. Maybe he's getting a second wind. Maybe he's doing something crazy. I don't know. Maybe he's got the hacks on. But I really am impressed with only an hour of sleep and being able to make it to grand finals. I know I couldn't do it. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I remember he had a Bone Dry Dunes run where he was like just down in the dumps, but he managed to dodge shock in like 7th. And speaking of which, we got some Bone Dry Dunes coming up, race number 1 of this grand finals of Starshine. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really curious to see who's gonna be kind of taking the offensive here right out of the gate. Obviously, whoever was the host here this room, that's gonna give them a little bit of inherited advantage. They're starting. That's gonna be Zeus, but we're gonna be sticking with Vantox here, getting things going here in race number 1.
Yes, sir. So, yep, we got it. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it.
Let's get it. And we are off already. We're seeing Gyrodos in that 3rd place position. Mushroom in hand. He's got to be careful of the trail. Going to get the draft and get the shortcut. Going to be able to take over 1st place here. Vantox doing what he does best, and that's running.
Yes, and using that mushroom early right there at the very start gives yourself like a little bit of an edge, especially to get some spacing away from the rest of the pack.
Yeah,
doesn't get you bumped. It doesn't get you bumped wide whatsoever. You get a little bit of a breakaway, get some breathing room to work on what you really want to work on.
Yeah, and breathing room's the right thing that he's doing there, taking the longest route possible, just doing some coin running, which is fine. Checking his back camera, gets bumped into the little dry bones. Where are you going?
Oh, yeah. So now you're going to see him. You're going to probably see him bag here. Yep, he's going to start bagging. He's only got 8 coins. Vantox, when he doesn't have the coins, if he doesn't feel like he's in the position to, I guess, like a power position, like, I mean, see, as you see right here, he's in 11th. He didn't have 10 coins, so his main purpose of bagging is to get those 10 coins and then get the power items or dodges and potentially shock to get back up into that pack.
So it's important to note, too, that we're going to have Gyrodos there as Roy, likely Ibra there as the dry Bowser. And then also Ace T-Man, there's the Metal Mario. The rest of them are all going to be blended in here as Waluigi's. Really solid pull here from Vantox, though, as it is going to be Ibra that's going to be holding down the lead. Zeus getting hit there by Gyrodos, but here's going to be that last push. We'll have to see what's going to happen here as Ibra is breaking away up in the front.
Yep, Vantox is going to start building up here. He's got that star in pocket, which is very ideal considering the pack that he's about to endure here.
Fortunately enough,
anticlimactic.
Honestly, I was like,
right?
He literally just got around it. The bullet bill watching his back. Oh, beautiful move there. Has the red, gonna throw it forward, roll into some new items, get those quad shrooms. Actually, the best route. You know what? If you have those quad shrooms, you want to be taking the safest route possible. Oh, avoids the star.
Avoid the triple reds.
That is insane.
He could have ended his career right there, but Starlo actually takes the win. Ibra going to be getting second there. Scartax in third.
Yep, Vantox getting fourth. You know you're going to love to see that. I believe fourth is in the money. I think it's top 6 payout.
Top 6.
Yep, it is. Yep, top 6 payout. Yep. So yeah, fourth is still a pretty good chunk amount of money. You know, it's a dinner for you and your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, however you fly. That's $35 as long as you don't get appetizers or drinks.
Or you're just paying for yourself these days.
Maybe you can fill up part of your tank with gas.
You know,
literally half of your tank. Yeah.
If you both don't buy the whole meal at McDonald's, maybe you'll make that $35 last. But you know, we're gonna be going to cow. Wow.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Chibi picked too.
Yep, Chibi picked it. So funny or interesting thing about Moo Moo Meadows is that it's a runner. Don't get me wrong, it's a runner. Shock, this is probably like where you see the least amount of shocks in the game is Moo Moo Meadows. It's really hard and not worth it to really go for shock or go for dodges here, but shrooms on this track are massive because you have that one big shroom cut. It's almost worth to like go for like a almost like a short start, you know, like you're not holding down A all the way just so you can get to like a 4th or 5th position and just get that chance of pulling the shroom to take that cut and potentially take the lead.
We're already being off. This mid-pack in the beginning of the race is always just such a brutal start. Gonna be able to get around it all, though. Mushroom around the cow as well. Going to be battling it out for 1st through 3rd place here. Gonna have to watch out for that drag. Checking that back camera. You do not know how close you are to that red shell, as we're going to be seeing. Oh, Scar, unfortunately, going to go in the off-road and gonna allow Gyrodos to take over.
Yeah, Gyrodos is chilling with that Nana in the front. Not sure how I feel about this right now, considering Ghost could be in play, could take out his Nana, but I think he could just kind of chain it here and get his protection in pocket. Oh, he's going to opt to use the coin too. That's big. Oh, he's got a bomb. Is he going to be a menace? I want to see it.
Looks like Darky might be behind him there with potentially Starlo. And we do see Ace T-Man kind of working his way up there into the 5th position or so as well. Scartax and River Trout going to be the 2 Frenchmen behind Gyrodos here going into the final lap. Gyrodos does have a little bit of space, but Gyrodos is going to have to watch out for any mushrooms as he goes around this wide turn here and see if that shortens the gap up a little bit.
I won't be surprised if he starts trailing his bomb right here to potentially kill people in the cut. Yep, he's going to put it in the cut. Does he get anybody? He does. A couple people, but it doesn't look like he killed anybody in interest. So there's still a little bit of a breakaway, though, for Gyrodos here as he's going to break away into this 1st position and take it. Ace T-Man following behind him in 2nd place. Good stuff to Gyrodos right here on running 1.5 hours of sleep, still getting 1st place.
His 3rd eye has now awakened on this 1.5 hour of sleep. I cannot believe it. He was able to do it.
Look at the top 6 right now.
Oh my, we still got a long time to go. So
granted, it's only race 2, but like
I think another thing we need to look at is a few players dropped down there pretty heavy. There must have been a lot of infighting because when Gyrodos dropped that bomb back on the final lap, there was a bigger gap than I think we originally anticipated there. So we didn't really catch it on the POV, but my guess is there was like a lot of infighting that happened that kind of dragged 2nd through 5th or 6th on back and gave Gyrodos that security there for the win.
Genuinely, I don't know how you guys feel about Moo Moo Meadows, but I feel like it's a very
I personally hate it.
Yeah, it's an awkward track. So being able to get around that mid-pack is rough.
In my opinion, it has like the same vibes as Rainbow Road, where it's like if you like get hit out, there's almost no shot you're catching up.
Yeah.
Like almost, and I say almost, like it's still possible, but it's really hard.
It really is. I think if they ever rework the track, it would definitely benefit with some, maybe high-level shortcuts, make it even a more appealing track or something else. But we're gonna be off on Donut Plains 3, my all-time favorite track.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Imagine being around the Thanksgiving table talking about DP3 with your family. That's a controversial topic, let alone in the community. And so here we go. Vantox back on the screen. He's got Ibra and T-Man up ahead of him. Depeche as well. Gonna be going for some coins here, and that's gonna be the break going to Gyrodos up in the front, likely with a few of the Frenchmen. Scartax is back here. Probably Starlo and River Trout gonna be up there behind Gyrodos, if I have to say.
Yep, Ibra is sitting in fourth as well. Gyrodos gonna opt to run this track. Yep, as you said. Vantox doesn't have the pole that he really wants here. You have triple greens in pocket. I guess it did help with the defense there, coming from Depeche's red, if you will. And now he's got some power items. Now he's gonna start moving him up into the pack because shock on this track and optimal shock is a little too predictable. Speaking of which, honestly, that was actually a pretty good shock, whoever used that, just because it wasn't predictable in the slightest, only dodged a few people, and it was probably in the back as well. But it also benefited Gyrodos a little bit because he didn't get shocked after the set. So he's going to be able to pull some defense here and hopefully get a little bit better of a breakaway here.
Yeah, and this breakaway is you know what? That's a great use of the back hammer. We don't really get to see that often, especially with more of the lower division players, that they just don't understand how useful the back hammer truly is. Yep. Especially with even with the blue shell coming, so that you can get out of the way. But going into this final section, third lap, he's gonna be able to avoid the gerbil of doom, double shroom into fourth place. They don't got nothing, avoids the back. Vantox grabbing fourth place.
I do have to note that Gyrodos getting third place still is really impressive despite him getting blued.
Look at this. Top 5, all within 3 points. Starlo back there in 6th, 5 points back. It's relatively dead even right now here after 3 races. Going into race number 4, getting into the final race of the first GP. And this is going to be... Oh, Chibi's already asking who the guy from Luxembourg is, and that's going to be Ibra, who is sticking with the loyal Dry Bowser cult. From the maybe from some BM influence there. So it's interesting to see Ibra. I mean, just really going off meta and performing incredibly well up there with some of the top players in the game.
Yeah, and we definitely have we have two really good point of views for this finals as well, because we have Gyrodos and Vantox both sitting into the top 4. So this is going to be very interesting to watch from a caster and spectator perspective.
Royal Raceway going to be another interesting track where we're probably going to see a break in the pack. Some opting to bag, some opting to run.
Somebody actually on board picked this. Was this random? Somebody actually picked this.
Yeah, they did.
That's crazy. I haven't seen Royal Raceway in so long.
I feel like in land events, it always pops up and it's always relevant in a final situation.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you're a casual or if you're like mid-div or low-div, you see this a lot. But in high-level rooms, you just almost never see this track at all.
Yeah, that's true. Gyrodos getting bumped a little bit wide there, so it's going to be Despair. That's going to be Vantox moving into second. Yep. They're trailing Depeche, and it looks like, as far as the other players we know, we're going to see Ibra going to the back, and then it's going to be Ace Team in there in the middle of the pack. Scartax moving now into second, as Vantox drops back to fourth.
Yep, and one of his reds gets ghosted there, so he won't be able to play as aggressive as he may have wanted. Now you see Vantox here with Shroom Green. Is he going to shroom up a trail? Looks like he's going to do exactly that. So, yep, he's in second place right now. Scartax right behind him. Yeah, so is he going to fire the screen? Probably not. I'm not sure what's his name? Scartax has behind him, so I think he's just going to hold on to the screen, and good thing he did because that was a red.
He's going to hold on to it for the next about 20 seconds, and then it's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of the things about Royal Raceway. I always feel like there's a red, there's triple greens, or something else coming your way, as we're talking about it already with the red indicator, but fortunately enough for Vantox, didn't go his way. Now we're going to be going over to Gyrodos' POV, got the mushroom, and triple red, like I just said. He's in a really good position. Like I just said, they always come in.
Off on Depeche. This is huge.
Yeah, Vantox threw the red at Depeche, which gives Gyrodos all the room he needs to potentially take him out and get some room to potentially get first.
I love, too, how we backed the red there at Vantox, messaging him to say back off. And he does have the 2 other reds. He can take it. Well, he did up until the shock just came in.
Vantox is going to get shock redded here because Ibra dodged up and he dodged with the red. He's going to decide to take out Vantox with him. Gyrodos is going to secure this double, gets a shroom. That's going to be huge coming into this last leg of this race.
Ooh, has a mushroom. That is absolutely huge. Fortunately enough, did not get trailed out there. I am so shocked. This is actually.
Oh, what? Okay, he
Oh,
actually.
there
Oh,
it
no!
is.
Oh, okay. He does get 4
Ibra
shrooms, but
Ibra's gone.
yeah, he's just gone. I don't know about that play from Gyarados, honestly. I think he got a little too greedy. So yeah, Vantox, he's gonna get 6 despite getting shock redded. And yeah, Ibra gets first, and he's gonna have sole possession of first place.
And this is the strategy that, I'll be honest, if you're on the US side of things, it really kind of came back into fruition since like the kind of the LAN era a little bit. And I haven't seen this a lot in online FFAs, but it's this heavy shock bagging strategy that just, I don't know, just kind of inverts the entire field in the very ending parts of the race. And it really can take some of these top contenders and throw them for a loop if they're not expecting it, and allow, some players that are unexpected to kind of rise up. And that's kind of what we're seeing. We're seeing players in the chat wondering who Ibra is. And he's kind of masked his flag a little bit too to Luxembourg. So it's going to be interesting to see if it'll be sustainable for 8 races, but it's given Ibra the lead right now.
Yeah, I'm honestly, this entire time I've been contemplating what Gyarados' plan was. Like, he could have easily secured second place there if he had just shroomed and potentially trailed into Banana, but he shrooms, gets the set. I wonder if he wanted like reds or something to maybe take out first, but he just ended up getting trailed. So I personally, no shade whatsoever. I mean, Gyarados is my homie, he's my teammate in freaking ZE, but like I genuinely have no idea what his plan was right there.
Now
Yeah,
we're
we got
going to
go into Mushroom Gorge.
Mushroom Gorge. Oh no! What's your opinion about this? It's actually pretty
Track
mixed.
sucks.
Oh,
This track
all right.
is
Like I
so
said,
bad.
mixed
No,
opinions.
dude. This track, okay. If you don't get a shroom, you just lose. Straight up, like literally. Yeah. Okay, so it's funny because this track is like by no means like a hard bagger or anything, but like shrooms are so vital, especially having one at the end of the track to clear the gap. And not to mention the shrooms having just as much unpredictability as they have. Like this track is just it literally, if you have a star or a golden, it's like the worst thing to have, especially if you're going across the shrooms. Like it's just ugh. This track is ugh.
Yeah, no,
But
It really
I
throws a
think
wrench into things.
it really does. I mean, I don't know. It's quite interesting. I feel like the counter hops and like
See,
you
like
see it
that?
right here.
Did that
Yeah,
happen?
it's rough. It is rough. All right, I was trying to, say something good, and then Vantox had to ruin it all.
I mean, to be fair,
Unfortunately.
super bounce isn't a what is it called? It isn't a mechanic that Nintendo planned to have in the game, but at the same time, I think even if you star there, it's like you just fall off. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's quite interesting of a track that it's not always the most consistent, especially when it comes to those ending mushrooms. But we're gonna be seeing Gyarados bulleting up, not gonna get a lot of speed because guess what? He's got to take the detour around the giant gap of doom. Unfortunately, it's going to get ran into by a star. Grabs a single item box, 8 coins to their name, but easily enough grabs up to 10. Only 3 mushrooms. Will they be holding on to this or be rolling for more? They do roll for more. Great move. Golden mushroom in hand though. That's gonna be rough.
Kind of a weird pull. I don't think he shrooms here. He's gonna shroom here at the very least. And as long as he lands in the middle, yeah, that's fine. So, but now Gyarados has the recipe to catch up here because now he's got shrooms. So does everybody else in the lobby. So how many spots does he really get off of this? Yeah, he got 8th.
We got about 4 there. Yeah, and that's what's really
Vantox.
just kind of crazy.
Oh,
No, not today for Vantox.
No,
That's
honestly, like it's a fence jump, low key. If you're not like consistent at it, there's just no point. It's not worth to go for it. And Vantox kind of just went all out and like in hopes that he can maybe get 11th, but yeah, it's a little too late for him.
Meanwhile, while all of that has been happening, Gecko, aka River Trout, has snuck into the lead, taking over Ibra, who is Central C in this lobby by 1 point there, as we have finished the first GP of action, but are going to be going now into the second GP race number 5 here. We're seeing a mixture of DLC tracks, some OG tracks as well, but still plenty of time for players to really catch back up and be a factor. And honestly, it is incredibly close right now. And who would have thought that, Gecko and Ibra would be the ones leading here after the first GP?
Straight up, yeah. And I mean, honestly, I hate to go back on Mushroom Gorge, but now you see why the track is so bad. The fact that you needed shrooms to even like give yourself like a good spot. Like Gyarados didn't get any spots for shrooming up there, and I guarantee you, if he didn't have shrooms there, he would have gotten like 11th. Like, and that happens if you're in like a top 3 spot too, and you don't have shrooms, you just lose like 5, 6 spots. Like nobody deserves that.
Yeah, it's one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to track design in general. Whenever you can just have a shroom and take over 5 or 6 spots, I mean, yeah,
On tracks like
yeah.
Cheeseland and Dry Dry, it's like whatever because
Yeah.
they're already hard baggers. Like if like you're
I'm
already
talking like
planning to have like
PPS and
shrooms
stuff
and
like
stuff,
that.
but like Mushroom Gorge is like not a hard bagger. So like if you fall behind, you just I don't know, it's just ooh. So you kind of just need to be in the right place at the right time. Yeah, so Vantox burns out, but I think he already opted to bag here, heading into race 6. Like you said, Gecko has the lead coming into here. And yeah, Snowland I think, has slowly evolved into a hard bagger over the course of these last couple months since Wave 2 released. But Triple Shroom Star is actually going to be pretty good. He might chain at the set, but he also might want it in pocket. The thing with having this in pocket is that if you really think there's going to be a shock, you can have that readily at your disposal in pocket. It won't get ghosted. You can still use the shrooms to catch up to the pack. Like right now, he's just sitting in 8th with the star, and he's gonna take this big cut into the next lap as well with these shrooms and give himself a really good position.
Yeah, these shrooms so absolutely powerful, especially for that shortcut coming up. We're gonna unfortunately
Okay.
go in the off-road a little bit, but cause some mayhem while he's at it. Grab a golden mushroom. Vantox is not a worry in the world. Blue shell is out, and we're seeing all the other items around him. Shock is here.
Okay, yeah, he got hit after the set, so this is not that bad for Vantox. And now he's got the crazy 8, which is okay. At least he didn't get a star taken. You know, that's all you worry about. Gyarados in 4th place though with triple shrooms. This is gonna be nice. I'd imagine he dodges the shock if he's up here with triple shrooms.
Yeah, a few players up in the top did, I think, dodge the shock. So right now, Gyarados here in that 2nd, 3rd position. It's going to be Chibi up there battling with Darky and Gyarados. And Gyarados is going to have these 2 mushrooms, going to try and maybe take a hard right-hand turn.
Darky
nice. Moves up ahead. So it's got to watch out for the
there
is the boomerang. Gyarados avoids the boomerang.
Second. Yeah, he did
second.
The boomerang. Yeah.
That was pretty safe.
Absolutely. And the fact that Darky had boomerang there just already tells me that he dodged shock right there. Vantox getting 6th, still not bad. But as you see the results, that is Darky getting 1st place there. Gyarados with a good 2nd here. That's going to put him into the top 3. And that is Chibi in 3rd.
Yeah, Darky's got a little bit of a ways to go. He was at 22 points prior to this race. Really at the lower end of the leaderboard. Now he's up to 8th overall, but really has to figure out a way to kind of work his way back into this one. And now it is kind of a little bit of a 3-way race now with Ibra taking the lead back from Gecko. And then you do have a few other players there in that vicinity as well, all within striking distance. So halfway through, it's been getting a little dicey here, but a lot of the bigger names that we thought from Europe that we thought would probably be the favorites here. Not to say that, Gecko being from Europe too, but not one that I expected to be this high up at this stage in the game. Still, we got plenty of racing more to go, but this is proving to be a very close race. And obviously too, if you're out of it or you're getting close to out of it, you still have that top 6 for the payout spot. So there's still something to fight for here, which is going to make things very interesting as we go into the last half of the races.
We are, as they said, we are officially at the halfway point. Let's see what this next track's going to be. Thankfully, it's not dry. But we got Coconut Mall, everybody's favorite from the Mario Kart Wii.
Now this is actually my controversial pick here because Coconut Mall is not I don't know. I even tried following your time trial lines, Danny, and I cannot do it. I do not care enough.
Drifting is very important on
it is.
Coconut Mall. Yes.
Pretty ridiculous on how much you have to pay attention, how much you have to do for this single track. It's just not enjoyable in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, though, once you do hit it, it is very satisfying. Oh, Chibi getting immediately trailed out by Darky there. But Vantox is going to have that stream to put himself into 1st place. I'm not sure how much you want 1st in this position, especially this early. I mean, because of the blue and stuff. But, like, I mean, you gotta assert some sort of dominance coming into this 1st leg of the race.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like Coconut Mall is also such a strong runner, as well as you're seeing the UMT beautiful glider combination coming out from Vantox.
Oh my gosh.
The car just a little bit, which is going to hurt him just a tiny bit, but still.
Not too much.
Yeah, just a tiny bit, but, he's still going to be able to run this this track so far. I feel like Coconut Mall is really safe in that aspect because you're seeing the pack and how spread apart it is. Oh, talking about being spread apart. That's going to change real fast as Gyrodos got the shock. He's going to be able to grab that double item box and grab a deadly combination, but he gets stopped in his tracks.
Oh, yeah. Now, Gyrodos used that shock so well. He changed it into the set as he should, and he got the triple reds, but unfortunately landed on a banana after that trick. Blue Shell's going to be out. Look at the top 6. It is really tight up there. Now, you gotta think now. Some players could have a bullet bill here, and there is a bullet bill extension on this track that takes you literally through halfway through the track. Ooh. So we'll see if that comes into play here heading into the final lap. Yep, you got one player.
Yeah, it's stacking up like an accordion. Bill coming in from the back. We see that it's Vantox and Ace T-Man battling it out right now. Good pull here for Gyrodos. Still in the middle of the pack here in 7th, though, but it's going to be a fight to the end.
Yeah, it's worth noting that bullet bill actually did drop early. He passed 6 people, so maybe not as much of an extension as we originally thought. Gyrodos getting greened right there, and now he's right behind Ace T-Man with more greens, but Ace T-Man gets taken out. So do his greens. Blue Shell comes out. That's not going to matter. That's too little too late. Gyrodos taking 10th place here. Quite, oh man, that could have been so much better for Gyrodos. Scartag's getting first, Chibi second.
This actually still such a... Oh my god.
Oh man.
Depeche and Starlo come out of nowhere again, back up into the title, or into the picture here. Starlo was always kind of like lurking in the high 40s prior to this, but Depeche with a really solid run now makes things even crazier. The top 5 all separated between each other by about 7 points or so.
Gosh, yeah, this finals is proving to be a little bit more insane than we originally intended.
I was not ready for this.
Me either. I mean, it's still anyone's race going into this next one, and I truly don't know who to root for. I feel like Scar is also doing a fantastic job keeping up in the front of the pack. I mean, I truly don't know what to expect with these next few races, but we're seeing a pretty broad variety of track picks coming out. Yeah, you know, you always got to have one of the baggers in there.
Yeah, but it's dry, man. I thought we were over this. Snowland's there, Cheeseland is there. Dry, man. Oh my god. Yeah, dry literally lasts like 5 minutes nowadays.
Snooze Top Cruise talking about lasting 5 minutes. My god. It's just this one. Though. I do gotta say it's just a skill diff track because I'm just not good at it.
Yeah, Cloudtop Cruise is definitely one of the tracks that you see in the higher divisions for sure. Hard runner, similar. I think I said this last time I was on the cast, but like. Cloudtop Cruise is very similar to SA in effect, in a way, but like it definitely it has a bigger skill gap. You know, it's got the cannon in the middle of the race. It's got the glider. Oh, it's got the glider at the end. 2 very strong target shock spots right there. So it is a hard runner though. Like there's like there's not really any shroom cuts on this track. So it's just about how good you are at the track, really.
Yeah, this is like a track that you have to learn to respect. I remember it took me about 1.5 to 2 years to fully come to grips of accepting how to play this track properly. And because there are ways you can run it, you got to be a little bit technical in spots, and then also too you can take advantage of shock opportunities in certain areas as well. So we'll see what happens here. Gyrodos kind of in the back. There's another player back there, and Magius back there as well. Zeus, Depeche.
I think I saw what you thought happened.
Yeah, I did.
You thought he dodged shock, didn't
you? I did. I thought it went dark for a second. I was like, and then I saw in front of me. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Like, what are you guys talking about?
No, okay. So basically, the lightning that strikes the ramp hit right on top of Gyrodos' character, or it looked like it. So it looked like he dodged shock.
Yeah. It was actually insane, and it went dark. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I think one of the most important parts about driving this part of the track is edging out MTs where you don't get the boost. So I think one of the most underutilized strategies of Cloudtop Cruise is getting coins, because coins are very hard to come by. As you see that bomb on the NISC, it's gonna take out half the lobby right there. So, Gyrodos gets ranged, but this shouldn't be that bad. He's got a shroom to recover. He's got a red for River Trout as well.
Oh my god, Gyrodos is just not getting any sympathy, man. It is just brutal.
River Trout, as the cool kids say, niched him.
Gecko is playing on some level today. And also, too, Gyrodos did avoid a banana there. Very lucky. And then he got griefed by the green. Still in 6th, though. Going to have some defense with him. Got a good cadence here over these ramps. Going to be getting a double box. Does chain. Is that regular hit? T-Man, it is not going to.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Fire! Oh, that gives him horrible alignment. And he gets bumped off the net. No way. Oh, and the blue. Oh, he gets blue at the line. No way. Yeah, he's just not. He drops the controller. He's done.
Oh, Dark, he
my
crosses the line in 11th.
gosh. DePetchy getting first. River Trout, that back to no avail as he gets 10th. That you're
bit of a
right.
breakaway
That was
now.
a little bit of a grief. Yeah, he kind of
Now
griefed him.
It's Ibra and DePetchy in a league of their own. Just they got a little bit of about a 10-point cushion over third. But again, I want to know who DePetchy is. I feel like that's a name change from a really solid German player.
I've seen him. I've seen his name for a while, but like I just don't. It might be Simon. Wait, I think his name is like
Simon.
Yeah, I was about to say because I think DePetchy M or somebody named DePetchy followed me on Twitter recently. Like, but I think that name is linked to somebody named Simon. I could be wrong though.
You shall see.
I think I know his Twitter. Yeah, here it is. Yep, it is Simon. It's Simon.
Okay,
Yep.
Simon.
Okay. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that is Simon. I thought I was like, now that I think about it, it looks familiar because they followed me on Twitter recently. But I mean, yeah, this is proven to be a slobber knocker. And honestly, Ibra definitely. I mean, I'm sure you can back me up on this. Ibra is definitely like one of the most improved players in the past year or two.
For sure, he's really coming into his own here with Bowser, and he knows how to play the front and the back. Plays a lot with Emery, and it's like that system of leveraging shock and running that can make you so deadly. And the interesting thing too is we see this a lot in the LAN events is players that pop off in the semifinals, but then just don't translate that momentum over into the finals. But clearly that's not the case for Ibra because he led room 2, and now he is in the hunt here with DePetchy, Simon, and there are so many others trailing him here. As Gyrodos getting griefed yet
He's gonna bag here for sure. No, he's definitely, that was not so much of a grief because I mean it's only lap 1 at the beginning of Grumble. Shock is gonna come into play. There's a lot of shortcuts here. I'm surprised it's not as hard of a bagger as like people say it is, to be honest, because like it does have some pretty good shortcuts. That lap 3 shortcut though isn't like as like good as people think it is, but like this one right here is a big one, you know what I mean? And if you want to talk about something I've noticed recently is that last item set is busted.
I totally do agree with you.
For sure.
Yeah, because I think I'm just gonna note this real quick. I pulled like a bill in like 7th place in PL right there, and the pack wasn't even that spread out. Like that item box set is ridiculous.
Yeah,
look
you
at
know
this.
what else is
Gyrodos
ridiculous?
was the ghosting first. And
Oh my god!
He's gonna
No!
No way! He's gonna get a shroom out of this too. Oh my gosh, he'd be able to take cut here. Maybe spam his horn and take cut, perhaps.
Startax probably has no idea about the horn.
Yeah, he doesn't. But he's also too far from it for it to do anything. Okay, so yeah, Gyrodos is gonna opt to hold this. I'm honestly kind of glad he did, because there very well could be another blue shell. Which yeah, this is why Gyrodos is holding on to this. And if Startax does opt to slow down, he's got the horn. And even if the horn gets ghosted, it gets a stream. Speaking of the horn getting gone, it is done with that red shell, but now he's also getting double redded right there. And I think he had a third one as well. That was triple reds by Madeira. He's going to go wide for the double, maybe get something good here. Yep, he got 4 shrooms. That's going to be nice for Gyrodos coming into this last part of this Grumble Volcano race.
Yeah, but having that mushroom, gonna have those quad shrooms, but will he take the shortcut? Bullet bill right behind him. Bumped into a wall. What is this misalignment?
I think the plant, he saw the plant and it messed him up. But he's still in a pretty decent position as long as he nails this shortcut. That doesn't barely mean anything. Yeah, he gets 5th right here. 6th!
Oh!
Somebody passed him on the line.
That's insane.
I will say, though, given the circumstances, even though he did make that mistake, he avoided the plant and he avoided getting essentially pegged by the bill. So in a weird twist of fate, yeah, he didn't advance his spots. He didn't get anything like net out of it, but it was far much better than him losing so many spots out of that exchange.
It really was. I mean, that was a best case situation, honestly, especially with the misalignment, hitting the tree and just losing it, almost losing it all, but being able to recover like that, especially on an hour of sleep, might I add you, is a very well done play there. I mean, genuinely, he pulled out of that with flying colors.
Yeah, this is going to be an insane finish here as we have 3 races to go. We've been seeing a mixture of some DLC tracks, some OG tracks, and really, this has been a tournament where we're really seeing a lot of newcomers that really haven't had the time at the top of the leaderboard, really taking advantage of the situation right now and are really going to be turning some heads going into future FSG competitions, MKC competitions. So this is going to be really exciting. We do have a really unique set of tracks here, even a few MKSs. So let's see where things end up.
And it's Dolphin Shoals. Opinions?
Dolphin Shoals. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this track. There's different ways you can play it: running it, bagging it, taking advantage of the broken bill extension. You know, there's so much, I guess, depth to the track, and it's very multifaceted in how you want to play it from the front to the back. But the real truth of the matter is that DePetche's at 75, Ibra's up there as well. Are any players going to make a last-minute run to contest those two for the lead?
Yeah,
All right,
now we're going to be seeing a little bit of bagging, a few competitors back there, especially one. But yeah, a hard bag coming out from one of the Waluigi's. Let's see if
so one of the goals for Dolphin.
Like back up.
Yeah, it's a little bit of lag, just a little bit of lag. I think one of the main strategies on Dolphin Shoals is like you run for a little bit, and then if you die, you start bagging. And usually when people start bagging, they're gonna start bagging at this set, as Gyrodos just saw right there. He gets he gets bumped off road and then gets horned. So now he's gonna. Oh, I guess he doesn't opt to bag. Okay, but you'll see players start bagging at the last set. Yep, you see right there. One of the main goals on this track is to get the bill, because Dolphin Shoals has one of the strongest bill extensions in the game.
Yeah, no, I definitely do agree. Oh, yeah, some of the strongest smart bounces in the game too. He's finally gonna go back and say, "Yeah, it's my time to just bag a little bit and just play my chances as a blue shell." But yeah, it's not gonna help. Another green coming for another revenge tactic there, but gonna be able to avoid that star. Takes the faster route. Gonna throw the blue into another item set, and gonna be able to grab a bullet bill. That's gonna be huge for the next lap.
One thing worth noting that most players don't know, and I didn't even know this until like fairly recently, only 3 bills can be in play at once. So if you notice that you're not pulling any bills, chances are you're not going to. As right now, you see there's 3 bills in play, so everybody else has pretty much started giving up, and they're all going to use them right here. Everybody's in bill extension. What does help, though, is that Gyrodos has that ghost in 11th in case one of these other 2 players has a shock right after the bill.
Yeah,
we'll have to see, or if somebody pulls something here.
Perhaps. Ooh, Gyrodos has another dodge, though, so that's going to help. Ibra with triple reds. Watch the plant.
Oh, avoids the red, avoids the fire. Fortunately enough, got the star out in time. Triple strooms.
Oh, and he's going to go for the glider strat right here. He's going to gain so much spots off of this. Oh, but he gets nanoed and he loses star. What was that? That was crazy. He got last. He got last from the snipe, and now he's down to tied 3rd with Simon in the lead at 82.
Okay, this just equalized things so much.
It really
because of the 2 of them. Now Starlo and Chibi are back in the fray here. It's DePetche up by 3 over Starlo, and then you have it's gonna be Ibra, and then I'm losing my mind here for what I'm seeing. I need to see who that other third player was, but it's a 4-way race now with 2 to go.
Yeah. Oh my God, that DS, that DS ending was crazy. Oh my goodness.
I'll just tell you one thing: if I'm Gyrodos, I'm not gonna look at bananas the same way again in person.
Yeah, right. Dude, he had that amazing snipe on what's his face? Ibra.
That was on Ibra.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
think
really
he was intending to hit Ibra. I think Ibra fell off the glider for that too. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, Ibra's going all the way down to 4th overall just because of that banana. So
yeah,
I mean, it really goes to show you how one item can really sway.
Yeah,
I'm getting PTSD just saying this. One item can literally sway your entire tournament.
Yeah,
I've definitely choked the most tournament wins this year, at least and seen. But 11th race here. This is going to be an interesting one. We're going to Ninja Hideaway, and this is going to set everybody up here for this, ultimate race coming up soon.
Yep, everybody's go-to right here usually is to go for the top path. There's 4 coins sitting out there waiting for you at your disposal. And coins, just like on Cloudtop Cruise, a little bit harder to come by than than other tracks normally. So you're going to want those coins in the very beginning to potentially get an early breakaway. Oh, but he doesn't get him here. Yeah. Gyrodos opts to go for the optimal line in that coin route instead of going out of his way for coins. So this will be interesting to see how the rest of this like lap and a half pans out for Gyrodos here.
Gonna grab the double item box. Gyrodos sees the red, seeing him come his way, but fortunately enough, went to 4th place. Has a red right behind Scartax.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's
going
to take out Scartax. Yep, he's got a shroom.
Yeah, Scartax is the other player in that 4-way battle for the lead. And this is, again, why coins are so important. I mean, having this clean air, being able to get to the coins is also another reason why running is just so important here. But then again, these big glider sections can just pose such a... There you go.
As you were
pose
saying.
such a risk as the shock comes into play.
Those triple
call it like you
greens.
see it.
Those triple greens are going to play a little bit of a threat here, especially with already being small. Ace T-Man getting taken out. That's Vantox in 2nd place with 2 greens. Is he going to try and take out Daniel here? Not yet. He opts to hold on to the greens. But Gyrodos has fire. This actually could be huge. Gyrodos doesn't quite get it yet. 7 throws left to go, though. Doesn't quite connect yet. And he gets redded. Got a little bit too complacent there. So now he's probably going to stop at the set right there. We go to Vantox, who's got 1 green, trails somebody with it. And that was important because he had a red. Vantox now has a shroom. He's going to go for the try-hardness, but he doesn't. His mushroom gets ghosted. So he had that. Mushroom in case he failed the sweaty disc, I'm sure. But now Chibi's going to be in 2nd place with that star. Vantox gets a horn. Too little too late, though. But it does protect him from that red shell oncoming. I'm not really too sure who's in first here, but it could be very important.
That's going to likely be Starlo, and this is huge for Starlo because he's in that point sign. Scartax there in 4th. We don't know where Ibra's way behind.
Oh my god!
What a snipe! Only
What
lost in 1
heck?
spot, but that was an insane snipe. I believe that was Scartax that did that.
Where's
And
the
Daniel
Peche
does
finishing
get first. Yep. Oh,
So
and Ibra
Daniel
gets
in first.
10th.
And now it's a 4-point lead here for Daniel over to Peche. Chibi still in the hunt a little bit. And I think Ibra,
And yeah, now Ibra's almost out of the money.
is pretty much close to being out.
He's almost out of the money.
I'm
Yeah.
right now here at the delay. Yeah,
so this went
Ibra's
from
out.
So Ibra went from being in the lead pretty much the entire time to now pretty much mathematically impossible to win.
Yeah, and he kind of mixed up his strategy there a little bit. But that's one of the things is, I don't know if he was really hard bagging there towards the end. I don't think he was. I think he was kind of in the middle of the pack. He did get some blues on him, but it's a strategy that's risky, and it's generally, and I'm speaking from experience here, it's not sustainable. But if you're in a good position, it can work for you. But now this has opened the door up wide open. Now Daniel Starlo, 4-point cushion here over to Peche. You still have players like Scartax kind of in the fray, and then also there's a 4th player here. We'll probably call it out here as the points show going into the final race.
Yeah, it's basically a battle between Simon and Daniel right now for 1st place. I think whoever's in 3rd place might be in the running.
It's Chibi.
Oh no, if Chibi does what he did in Manifest, that's gonna be crazy. I'm sorry for my language, but it's gonna be insane. Because remember what happened in Manifest. Chibi was literally in this position before, down 11 points in 1st, and he managed to clutch out the win. So, here we go. Sherbet Land is the last race.
The odds are less likely. Yeah, it's either Chibi to Peche or it's going to be Starlo.
Yeah, Gyarados gonna opt for the coins here. This is not something you see too much. Some players don't see it as worth it, but Sherbet Land is one of those you kind of just forget that there's a shock on this track. Literally every time this track is played, there's always a shock.
It is such a long track, in my opinion. And
it is.
Enough,
yeah, it is.
I mean, be able to avoid that trail and avoid the triple greens, and has more triple greens to deal with. Gotta move down to 8th place. But it is a long track. People really underestimate how long it takes 1 lap to happen.
Yeah, it's a little bit shorter than Wario Stadium, but Wario Stadium it's got faster strats, so it's a longer track. But it's Wario Stadium technically is a longer track, but people drive it fast. Ooh, that's a decent pull from Gyrodos. He's got the bill, which will be able to let him catch up, but the golden in pocket, it's not great, because it's not a dodge. I don't see anybody shock yet. Somebody triple reds there. I believe that was Ibra with triple reds. Or was it Scar?
If somebody doesn't have it, I think they could pull it here this set.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what's going to happen. This is like you said, Danny. This is that big time sucker, which is the golden mushroom. Wow, avoids the blue. Has to watch out for the more triple greens, but Gyrodos does have the dodge. So in his situation, this is good. Scartax, by the way, in 9th. We don't know where Starlo and we don't know where DePeche are, but you got to think that they're in the top
back.
Darky with the back.
Oh!
Let's pull it. This could be huge. I think what he's going to do is going to change it into set right here. Ace teammate sitting in first place. I think it's going to get him after the set here because Gyrodos will for sure chain this, and he's going to do it. Yep, there it is. Some of the people dodged up there. I think the highest dodge was probably in like 6th or 7th place. But now you see Gyrodos building up here, and he's going to have this golden, which is really nice because now you don't need a dodge. And all you just need is speed. Vantox sitting in 2nd place. He might be able to take over Ace teammate. Scartax right behind him with a star. Watch that build, though. That build's coming up, and then
Oh my God! He loses it!
Zeus edged him up, but
Striking
Vantox in
down.
second. Now the question is, where's everybody else?
I think
And
Starlo
it's gonna
got it
be
here.
us. Yep, that's a Daniel win. Star XLX is your Starshine champion here in the FSG tournament series. Wow, what an ending.
Yeah, those scores really don't indicate how close this truly was. I mean, even just taking Daniel aside, you look at second on down. I mean, it was incredibly close, but I mean, that was much closer than a 9-point victory. Very well deserved there for Daniel. But man, we saw multiple lead changes. We saw crazy banana snipes, crazy shock sequences. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Oh my goodness. And yep, there you see on Gyrodos' screen the final scores. You see Daniel, the champion. Simon couldn't hold on to the top spots long enough. We got a tie for 6th, though. That'll be interesting in terms of payout. So I guess, you know what I could do? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ping them. Hang on. Let me tag
That means that they're probably both getting $5.
No, they can. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna tell them. Who is it? Ibra.
Unfortunate though for Ibra too. I mean, following all the way down there, I mean, he was one of the clear leaders, especially in the early half of this tournament. But just such a big rallying around. I mean, Chibi nearly stole 2nd there from Simon. You had Scartax. I mean, even Vantox getting a solid top 5 there. I mean, just really incredible driving here. And it just goes to show you, these FFA tournaments, they bring in such diversity. I mean, you're seeing players like Ace T-Man, Darky, I mean, Gecko, even, who was in the lead at one point, falling all the way down to 10th. Zeus was having an incredible run. Obviously, that win there for Zeus, there at the very end of Sherbet Land, was what solidified him 11th over Magius. And, I mean, just incredible driving overall from all of these players.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a battle. I mean, even coming down to it, it was literally just points difference. It was no one's game until those final 2 races, and then we saw a little bit more of a spread. But my God, I mean, this is just top tier Mario Kart talent at its finest.
I'm honestly just on standby because if Gyrodos and Ibra decide to do this 1v1 to see who gets to $10, then we have this on stream.
Well, I'm down.
So
what would it be, like a GP or?
Probably just a race, to be honest.
Yeah, I think just a single race.
Oh yeah, Gyrodos insists he wants to try and fight for it.
$10
buckaronies. But Ibra just responded with an emote, so we'll see. I'm on the chat right now. Okay, Ibra personally wants to split. This is interesting to say the least.
Rock, paper, scissors in the chat. Just kidding.
Ibra sounds like he is scared. I'm just kidding.
Oh, don't gaslight him.
No, yeah, it is a little late for him. No, I'm kidding, bro. I would honestly, if there was money on the line, even if it was like $5 or $10. I mean, me personally, since I'm an adult, it's balls to the walls. But if you're somebody like Ibra and you're a little bit like, you're on the younger side, you don't have as much money at your disposal, then $5 it could be a lot more than you think, But yeah, wow, what a tournament.
Yeah, overall, I mean, guys, got any last second thoughts? I mean, if we're not gonna get that 1v1 to happen, what else?
Gyrodos is an adult, bro. He's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, it's we got if I get it, sometimes you want to split the money, and that's totally cool too. And
totally, yeah.
Pidgey and I are going to have some extracurricular activities with more Mario Kart for several hours tonight. So
yeah,
and I know T's been doing a great job providing the POVs for us, and he doesn't have all day. He's got probably places to be, I would imagine. So might be a good time to kind of wrap this up. But again, huge showing, competitive tournament. This is Free Spirit Gaming Starshine, JP Giveners, Oregon, and again, it just so exciting too to be casting with both of you. Be working with a lot of the individuals here, and just seeing all the support from participation too, from players all over the world, and really making this such an exciting event.
I totally do agree with you. I mean, it's just great that Free Spirit Game is here to supply this event as well. I mean, a nice chunk of change for people battling it out, just nonstop Mogi action, and genuinely, it's just such an awesome and amazing time.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome, dude. Oh man, what a cast too.
On God.
That cast, I think we made 3 people work out pretty well, honestly. I'm down to do this again for the next FSG tournament. I'm not sure when that's going to be, but yeah, this is a great time. And I think, what was your favorite part of this? What was your favorite part of this finals? I'm going Dora the Explorer here. What was your favorite part of the trip?
I mean, overall, I think it was all pretty solid.
Yeah, I personally liked DS. That gave me a headache because of what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. For me, I just kind of like the lead changes overall. Everyone kind of was really fighting there towards the beginning. And then I think what really happened that was really key was the way that Ninja Hideaway played out with that crazy shock. Yeah. That kind of caught me off guard. But also, too, what that really did, though, was that really allowed just that win there for Daniel Starlow to just break away. And that's really what gave him the cushion there in that final race to seal the deal.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. And I think also that I got to note that last race, I didn't realize, okay, so Pidgey, you might know. I think, I don't know if it's like a League of Legends or a Dota caster that is considered like the rap god.
I think that's League of Legends.
Yeah.
That man just spits them out.
Yeah, that was me on race 12, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Really
I didn't realize how fast I was talking, but I was talking fast.
You were doing it. You got it. You were on top of it.
Yeah, I was
highlight reel.
Yeah, it really was, bro. That was actually insane. I didn't realize how I did it until like afterwards. I was like, there, just do that. the Mario Kart rap god, dude. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So Gyrodos wants to split the money, but 1v1 for 6th. Is that what's going on here? Is Gyrodos?
That man just wants the 1v1. That's so funny.
Is Gyrodos' stream up still? I gotta look. Or I guess you could look it.
Well, apparently we might have the 1v1.
That's what I'm saying. I'm checking his stream right now. Oh wait,
all right. Well, I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay, let me see this. Yeah, they're doing it right now, Lit T, if you want. A little bonus content for the boys. I'm doing a 1v1 for 6th place. You have to host a wall rip. Okay. I mean, it's only one race.
Oh, there you go. Never mind. We're already off.
Yeah, we got it.
I thought y'all were still. I thought they were still talking about it.
Here we go. 1v1 for 6th place. Some bonus content for you guys. Gyrodos versus Ibra. The money's already split, but this is for the lulz. Got the Roy versus the Dry Bowser, both on the Scooty.
Ooh. What do you think about this track pick? This is going to be quite interesting.
Bro. I mean, I think this is random because I think Ibra picked Paris.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. I'm just like, what do you think about it?
We're going to see a lot of potential, calculated backs. Ooh. In 1v1s? I don't see what this could do. Oh my god.
Got rid of his screen. Oh, and he's gonna get back.
It's not over though. He can pull triple reds very well. Okay, the shrooms are actually gonna prove to be important here because he's gonna get this cut up here. And
yeah, that's what I actually really like about this 1v1 track. You have those ginormous shortcuts that's gonna allow Gyrodos get right back into this game. It's still not over, even close. We got 9 coins for Gyrodos. He's gonna get up to that 10 coins. It's gonna be huge. 1 red in hand. Let's see if he's gonna be able to try, get into another one. Get chopped by the piranha. No,
there's just no way, bro. Not like this. There is a way to drive tight enough to avoid the plant, but I think it depends on I don't know. I feel like it depends on the actual plant's position, because I feel like more often than not you're definitely getting eaten by that. I don't even think it was even worth, unless Ibra. Don't worry, don't tell me Ibra has triple reds. It's hard to tell because Ibra doesn't stream, but maybe it was just the one. Yeah, it looks like it was just one. He's bagging for him. He's bagging for the triple reds right now. But he's got a ring.
Here we go. Let's see if they're gonna be able to come out with that boomerang and a banana. I think this is about a wrap. I think Gyrodos has it.
If I were Gyarados, I would just have that. Okay.
One red.
Oh no. Okay, the Nana blocked it. Oh, okay. All right. I thought it skipped over.
Yeah,
He's got
this
one
is
throw
about...
left.
Yep,
Yeah,
and that's gonna
he
hit the
basically
wall.
had the tools. He had the tools to have the triple run. So
I mean, they had it. I mean, unfortunate for them to get chomped by the piranha, and that caused it.
Bad, no shot, bro. That's crazy. Oh my god. But yeah, with that, I think we're gonna call it here for the start. Thank you guys, everybody, for watching the stream. Starshine was a fantastic tournament. I personally, I wish we could have casted the entire tournament, but you know, finals is where it's at the moment. You know, it's all the energy. The thing is, I didn't want to cast the whole tournament because I wanted to put all my energy I had in the finals. So I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
It was absolutely amazing.
And I've been dating Fathom.
I'm RidingMyPidgey.
And
I'm Knight.
Yep, there he goes. And we will see you guys at the next free-for-all tournament, whatever that may be. Peace!